The question is given, express the following in the form of P by Q. Okay, there is a number, there is a decimal form which we have to represent in the form of P by Q, that means in the rational form. Okay, already we have discussed these type of questions. So many example I have given you. Directly we will do, let x equals to 0.6 bar. Okay, and we will write it 2 more times. So 6 was given, 2 more 6 I wrote. This is our equation 1. By multiplying, how much we will multiply? By multiplying 10 both sides. Why we are multiplying 10 both sides? Because only one number is under the bar. So with 1 0 we will multiply 10 both sides. We have 10 into x equals to 0.666 dotted. 10 into x is 10x equals to 10. When we will multiply here, decimal will go one step back, so we will get 6.66. One more 6 I will write because so many 6 are there in the dotted numbers. Okay, it is infinite number of 6's are there. Now we will subtract. By subtracting equation 1 and 2 we have, by subtracting equation 1 and 2, what we will get? 10x equals to 6.666 dotted minus x 0.666 dotted. Okay, these are both the equation. All the 6 will become 0. 6 minus 0 is 6. 10 minus 1 is 9x. Okay, divide 9 here. X equals to 6 by 9. 3 2s are 3 3s are. So the value of x is 2 by 3. The answer of 0.6 bar is 2 by 3. In second bit, question is given 0.47 bar. Okay, bar is only on 7. So we will write, let x equals to 0.47 bar. Okay, we will arrange it 0.4777. As bar is only on 7, so 7 we will write 2 more times. This is our equation 1. Okay, now by multiplying 10 both sides. Why we will multiply 10 both sides? Since there are 2 numbers but bar is only on 7. Okay, bar is only on 7. That's why we will multiply 10 both sides. So we will get 10 into x equals to 0.4777 dotted. Okay, 10x equals to 10 into this will be, decimal will go one step back, 4.777. One more 7 I will write. Okay, 3 7 was there, one more 7 we will write for subtraction. Okay, this is our equation 2. Now by subtracting equation 1 and 2 we have, by subtracting equation 1 and 2 we have, look at here, all the 7, whichever 7 is repeating, all the 7 will become 0 by subtraction. Okay, now 7 minus 4 is 3, 4 minus 0 is 4, 10 minus 1 is 9x. So we got 9x equals to 4.3. That means x equals to 4.3 by 9. Okay, x equals to 4.3 by 9. As since it is again in decimal, we will multiply 10 by 10 to remove the decimal place. So 4.3 into 10 is 43. 9 tens are 90. This is the actual answer. Now third bit. In the third bit, question is given 0.001 bar. Okay, bar is on all the 3 numbers. So we will take, let x equals to 0.001 bar. Okay, we will arrange it, x equals to 0.001 001 001. 2 more times we have to write. This is equation 1. Now we will multiply both side 1000. Why we will multiply 1000 both side? Because 3 numbers are under the bar. Okay, 3 numbers are under the bar. That's why we are multiplying 1000 both sides. So 1000 into x is 1000x. When I will multiply 1000 this side, decimal will go 3 steps back. So I will get 001.001 001. One more 001 I will write dotted. Okay, this is our equation 2. Now by subtracting equation 1 and 2 we have, equation 2 is this and equation 1 is this. Okay, I wrote here. Now 0.001 001 001, all the 001 will be, well, 1 will become 0. Okay, 1 minus 0 is 1. 1000 minus 1 is 999x. So we will divide 999x here. We will get 1 by 999. X equals to 1 by 999. This is the answer for 0.001 bar. Okay, bit. In the fourth bit, question is given 2.37 bar. Okay, bar is on 37. So we will arrange it let x equals to 2.37 bar. We will arrange the number x equals to 2.37, 37, 37. Two more times we will write dotted. This is our equation 1. Now by multiplying 100 both side, why we are multiplying 100 both side? Because two numbers are under the bar, so 100 we will multiply. Okay, now 100 into x is 100x, 100 into this number is decimal will go 2 steps back, so it will become 237.373737. One more 37 we will write. 37 is here, one more 37, second 37, third 37, one more extra we have to write for subtraction. This is our equation 2. Now by subtracting equation 1 and 2 we have 100x equals to 237.373737 dotted, and equation 1 is x equals to 2.373737. Everything we will arrange. Now all the 37 will become 0. 237 minus 2 is 235. 100 minus 1 is 99. Divide 99 here, you will get x equals to 235 by 97. This is our answer. Okay, next question. Number 4. In question number 4 it is given express 0.999995 times it is given dotted in the form of p by q. Are you surprised by your answer? Discuss with your teacher and classmate why the answer makes sense. Okay, I have taught you one method to represent this type of number in the form of p by q. There is one more method which I will explain you now. We will take let x equals to 0.99999 5 times we will take. Suppose this is our equation 1. Now I will multiply 10 both side, because this can be written as 0.9 bar. Okay, because 9 is repeating so many times, so we will multiply 10 both side. Okay, so we will get by multiplying 10 both side, by multiplying 10 both sides we have 10 into x equals to 0.99999. Okay, now 10 into x is 10x, 10 into this is decimal will go one step back, 9.999949. One more I will write dotted. This is our equation 2. Okay, now what I will do, I will take out 9 from here. So if I will write it in this way, 9 plus 0.99999, 9 plus 0 is 9, so it will become 9.99999. I will add and I will show you 9.5 zeros can I write. Okay, and here it is given 0.99999. By adding how much we will get? 5, 9 we will get after decimal, and 9 we will get. So this can be represented in this form. Okay, now 10x equals to 9 plus, what is the value of this? This is the value of x. This is the value of x. Okay, in place of this we can write x here. Getting or not? If 9.999 can be represented by 9 plus this much, its value is x. Okay, so here I will write x, 9 plus x. Bring x this side, 10x minus x equals to 9. 10x minus x is 9x equals to 9. Divide 9 here, x equals to 9 by 9, 1. So the value of x is 1. That means whenever this type of values are given, a single digit is repeated so many times, take that digit divided by 9 you can write down. So your answer will be 1. This is the way we can solve this type of questions in the other method. Okay, next, number 5. In question number 5 it is given what can be the maximum number of digits be in the repeating block of digits in the decimal expansion of 1 by 17. We have to divide 1 by 17 and we have to check how many decimal places we will get after dividing. Okay, and by which place it will repeat. Okay, perform the division to check your answer. By division method we have to check the answer whether by dividing how long we will get the same value, again it will repeat. Okay, I have divided 1 with 17. 17 zeros are 0, 10. Okay, 1 carry, 0 we will get because decimal. 17 zeros are 0, 10 again, 100. 17 5s are 85, 15, 150, 17 8s are 136, 14, 140, 17 8s are 136, 40. Like this, in this way when we will divide, okay, when we will divide 17, after dividing all the number, again we got 10. That means this place is repeating once again. Okay, after the value of 0.058823 5 2 9 4 1 1 7 6 4 7 bar. Okay, after dividing this much long, we will get again the same value will be repeated. Again it will start from 0 5 8 8 2 3 5 9. That means this many number again it will repeat. Okay, so by division method we have checked. After this much division values we got 10. Again it is repeating. Again the same process we have to carry on. Are you getting? So this is the answer for this question. Okay. Now question number 6. In question number 6 it is given, what can be the maximum number of digits be in the repeating block of digits in the decimal expansion of 1 by 13. Okay, just now I have explained you 1 by 17 in question number 5. So follow the same steps of question number 5. You will able to solve for 1 by 13. Nothing you have to do. You just divide 1 with 13. Okay, 13 zeros are 0, 1, 10. In the same way you divide. You carry on the process unless and until you are getting the same number repeated. Okay, any of the number will be there which will be repeated again. Okay, carry on the same process of question number 5 and go on solving for divide 1 by 13. Okay, and you will get somewhere you will get a value which will be repeating again. Okay, that will be the answer for question number 6. Okay, now question number 7. Look at the several examples of rational numbers in the form of p by q, where q is not equals to 0 and where p and q are integers with no common factors. Common factors means they should not be divided by each other. Okay, other than 1, they can only be divided by 1. They cannot be divided by each other. Okay, or any other number we should not have which can divide those p by q number. Okay, having terminating decimal expansion, can you guess what property q must satisfy? Okay, there is a answer I wrote. Terminating decimal expansion will occur when denominator q of rational number p by q is either 2, 4, 5, 8, 10. Okay, that means the denominator q should be either 2, 4, 8, 5 or 10. In the denominator it should have 2, 4, 8, 5, 10. Then only we can say it will be a terminating decimal expansion. Did you understood? Any value you write, if in the denominator 4, 8 or 5 or 10 will be given in the denominator in the place of q, okay, then only it will be a terminating decimal expansion. That means when we will divide, suppose I will divide 9 with 4, 4 2s are 8, 1 carry decimal 10, 4 2s are 8, 2, 20, 4 5s are 20. So it is a terminating decimal because the remainder is 0. So whenever in the denominator the term q, okay, the term q will represent 2, 4, 8, 5, 10. Then only we can say it will be a terminating decimal expansion. That means the denominator should be either 2 square, 2 cube, or suppose 1 by 2 into 5. If the denominator is given in this form 2 into 5, either 2, either 5 or 2 into 5, then it will be a terminating decimal expansion. Getting? If the denominator can be represented either with 2, either with 5, either with both. Okay, except these two numbers, there should not be any other number. There should not be 3, 7, either 9 or 6. These numbers should not be given in the value of q. Okay, the denominator should be either 2 or 5 or their multiple of 2 or 5. Then only we can say it will be a terminating decimal expansion. Next page. Question number 8. In question number 8 it is given, write the numbers whose decimal expansions are not terminating and non-recurring. Okay, so we have to write few decimal expansions whose values should not be terminating and it should be non-recurring. The decimal expansion in the quotient, whatever decimal expansions we will write, it should not be repeating. Okay, like suppose I am dividing 10 by 3. So 3 3s are 9, 1 carry, point you put a decimal here, 0. Okay, 3 3s are 9, again 1, 10 minus 9, 1, again 0 carry here, 3 3s are 9, 1. This number is repeating, it is non-terminating, and the number 3 is repeating again and again. That means whenever we will divide, the number of times we will divide, that many number of times 3 we will get in the quotient. Okay, so these are called as recurring decimal. Recurring means the number will be repeated, but non-recurring means the quotient's number should not be repeated. It should be a different number. Decimal expansions which are non-terminating and non-recurring. Examples I am giving. Okay, root 2. What is the value of root 2? 1.414213562 dotted. See, all the numbers are different here. Here no number is repeating continuously like 444 or 111 or 21111. The single any same number is not repeating again and again. Okay, so this is an example of non-terminating as well as non-recurring. Okay, one more example, root 3. Root 3 value is 1.73205080 and 75 dotted. So many more numbers are there, but all the numbers are different and separate numbers. No single digit is repeated again and again. Continuously it is not at all repeating. Okay, all the numbers are different. So these type of number, wherever we won't get the number repeating, those numbers are called as non-recurring. Okay, and non-terminating means after dividing so many times we won't get 0 in the remainder. That's why it is called as non-terminating. One more example we will see, like root 5. We can write 2.23606 dotted. So many more numbers are there. Only 5 decimal number also you can write and you can show. Okay. So these are the examples which are non-terminating as well as non-recurring. All the irrational numbers, all irrational numbers are non-terminating as well as non-recurring. Why? Because they cannot be represented in the form of P by Q. Okay, they cannot be represented in the form of P by Q. That's why all these numbers are non-terminating as well as non-recurring. Okay, next bit. Question number 9. In question number 9 it is given, find 4 different rational numbers between 3 by 4 and 4 by 7. So we will write both the rational numbers 3 by 4 and 4 by 7. What we have to do? We have to make the denominators same. What are the denominators now? Now we have 4 and 7. We have to change it with the same denominator. So what we will do? This 7 will be multiplied with both the number. Okay. And this 4 will be multiplied with both the numbers. Okay, so this 4 will be multiplied to the other rational number. Now 7 3s are 21 and 28. Here we will get 16 by 28. So between 16 and 25 there are 4 numbers, 17 18 19 20. So now there are 4 rational numbers between these two rational numbers. Okay, what are those? We will write 16 by 28, 17 by 28 is the first one, 18 by 28 second rational number, 19 by 28 third rational number, 20 by 28 is fourth rational number, and our question was 21 by 28. If we will cancel and we will get the question, so we will cancel it by 4 by 7 we will get 17 by 28, 18 by 28, 19 by 28, 20 by 28, and here when we will cancel it we will get 7 by, when we will cancel these two number with 7 3s are 7 4s are. So this was our question, and these are the 4 rational numbers between 3 by 4 and 4 by 7. Okay, next question. Question number 10. In question number 10 it is given, find 3 different irrational numbers. Okay, we have to find out 3 different irrational numbers between 5 by 7 and 9 by 11. First of all we will divide this and we will check what will be the decimal value for them. Okay, I will divide 5 with 7. 7 zeros are 0, 5 carry decimal, so we will bring a 0, we will carry a 0 here. 7 7s are 49, 1 carry 10, 7 1s are 7, 3 carry 30, 7 4s are 28. Okay, 2 carry. So the remainder is 2 here. Now we will divide 9 by 11. Okay, so 11 zeros are 0. Again 9 we will get, put a decimal here, carry 0. 11 8s are 88, 2 carry 20, 11 1s are 11, 9 will be the remainder. Now carry 1 0 here, 11 8s are 88. Again 2 will be the remainder. So the value of 9 by 11 is 0.818, okay, and the value of 5 by 7 is 0.714. okay, so these are the two values we got. Now we have to find out three irrational numbers between this and this, okay, that means between 0.71 to 0.81. okay, we have to find out three different irrational numbers between 0.71 and 0.81. so what are the three irrational numbers we can write? By writing few digits which should not be repeating again and again. okay, three rational number we can write. First one is 0.71 to 81, in between 71 to 81, so 72 I will write. 0, 2, 00, 2, 000, 2, 4 zeros, 2 dotted. That means no number is repeating again and again, and we are getting some different kind of pattern which cannot be represented in the form of P by Q. One more I will write. 0.730 I will write, suppose 0, 3, 0, 33, 0, 333, 0, 4 times 3 dotted. okay, this is also a type of irrational number which cannot be represented in the form of P by Q. There must be some value for them. okay, third we can write 0.71 to 81 it should come. so one more I will write. 74, 0, 4 00, 4 000, 4 times 0, 4 dotted. so this is also a type of irrational number which cannot be represented in the form of P by Q. okay, so whenever it will ask write few irrational numbers between two different rational numbers, so first of all you divide those rational number and get it in the decimal form. okay, after that you see whatever numbers you are writing, it should lie between 71 and 81. that means in between those two decimal number it should lie. so now the last question from the exercise. okay, in this question it is given classify the following numbers between rational or irrational. okay, few bits are given where some kind of numbers are given. okay, we have to classify which numbers are rational, which numbers are irrational. First of all, it is given root 23. okay, we know root 23, value of root 23 will be 4.79583152 dotted. okay, you can see here clearly there is no digit which is repeating and it is dotted continuously. that means again we will keep on dividing, we will get so many values for them. there won't be zero in the remainder. that means this is a type of number which will be counted for irrational. okay, because this type of number cannot be represented in the form of P by Q. okay, this type of number cannot be represented in the form of P by Q. that's why these are called as irrational number. Anyhow, by seeing the square root you don't write that these are irrational number. why? See, look at this question. okay, 225 is given. 225 can we write 15 square? because 15 into 15 is 225. so 15 square is 225. if we will cancel root and square we will get only 15. okay, and it can be represented as 15 by 1 which is in the form of P by Q. so by seeing the square root you don't just write that these are irrational number. first of all you see whether can you able to find it, whether can you convert it in with a natural number or whole number. okay, if you can convert those square root number in natural number or whole number, divide it by 1 so that it will become in the form of P by Q. so this was irrational number root 23 because no numbers is repeating and it is non-terminating. but here root 225 got terminated and we got 15 by 1 which is rational. okay, root 225 is rational. now this number 0.3796, what are the digits here? 3796 are the digits, divided by, after decimal how many numbers were there? 1 2 3 4. so with 1 that many zeros we have to write. okay, after decimal 4 numbers are there, so with 1 4 zeros I wrote. so this number has been converted in the form of P by Q. so clearly this is a rational number. are you getting? The value was 0.3796. I wrote all the digits and after the decimal 4 numbers are there, so with 1 4 zeros I wrote. so it has been converted into P by Q. so it is clearly a rational number. now this number, look at here, 7.478478 dotted means it is keep on continue. Okay, it is endless. This type of number are infinite, which cannot be made as, which cannot be whose remainder cannot be 0. Okay, so these are the numbers which are irrational because it cannot be represented in the form of p by q, and all the numbers are different. That means no number is repeating again and again. So it is non-terminating as well as non-recurring. So non-recurring decimal values are always irrational, remember. Okay, all non-recurring decimals are irrational. Directly you can write it. Okay, because these type of numbers cannot be represented in the form of p by q. Now fifth bit. Just now before this I have explained you in question number 10 that to write three irrational numbers between rational numbers. So three irrational numbers are 720, 200, 2000. Just now I have given an example. So you can look at here. 1.101, 001, 10001, 401 dotted. That means clearly it is an irrational number. Why? Because this cannot be represented in the form of p by q. Okay, this number never be represented in the form of p by q. So it is an irrational number. Now the last bit. This number already we have solved this type of number. Okay, we have taken this number as x, then we multiplied as 3 is given, only one number is under the bar. So 3 we will multiply 10 both sides, then by subtracting we will get such value of x. So what we will get the value of x here? Value of x here will be 111 by 90, or if we will divide this we will get 37 by 30. That means it is clear that this can be written in the form of p by q. So it is also a rational number. Okay, so these are the classification of the numbers which are irrational, which are not irrational or rational. By seeing the recurring, non-recurring decimals we can easily tell whether it is irrational or rational numbers. So I hope you might have understood whatever I taught. If you have any doubts or queries regarding this exercise, you can ask me in my comment box so that I can clarify all your doubts. Thank you.